Duffy.
What's up, motherfuckers? I'm sorry, that wasn't the real intro.
What's up,
Hey,
motherfuckers?
guys. We're back for another episode. How are you? Come on in. Have a seat next to me.
All right,
Tell me
Mr.
about your
fucking
worries.
Rogers.
I'm gonna start rubbing your leg, boy.
Hi, everybody. We're back.
We're
All right,
gonna
guys. So
paint
what
some
the
happy
fuck?
little clouds.
So what the fuck do we got on the docket today?
Personal fucking terror.
You two motherfuckers are my personal terror.
Well, then you'll have to tell a story about it.
Y'all keep farting on me. I don't like it.
It's not much of a story.
Y'all make me clean my car.
Hey, we had to have room when we go to the store, all right?
No, you guys sit on top of each other. That's
We-
what I want.
We tried that once, and Daddy Fat Sacks got a little too excited.
Exactly. I'm trying to start a fake car. It's like fake taxi, but it's just me driving a dirty car.
See, there's a horror story in and of itself.
All right. So what do you guys have? Let me hear your guys' horror stories.
I'll let Mr. Fat Sacks go up first.
Why am I always first?
I mean, if you want, I can go first.
No, I'll go first.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Shut your
Bitch.
damn mouth. Well,
Sucker.
since we're coming up on doing another Chingadera at St. Luke's soon,
Yes.
I'll just talk about. Did you ever guys do anything and explain how I got that fucking scratch? You guys ever talk about that when we did that?
It's
I-
up on TikTok, but I don't think we ever got.
Yeah,
too
I don't
far
think
into it.
we really explained much about that, but I know you have a lot of shit from your time there, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna explain about that fucking scratch because till this day I'm still kind of pissed off about getting scratched up there in that
You got
office.
fucking groped. is
Well,
what
let's
happened.
hope it doesn't happen when we go back.
Oh,
I don't know,
I hope
man.
it
Like,
happens to you guys.
50-50. Like I was terrified, but I was like, this makes great content. We got it recorded.
Well, the shitty thing is you fucking assholes are all just sitting by the stairs, and I was the one by all that fucking creepy looking bathroom.
No bullshit, bullshit. Because I was the one sitting next to the bathroom. I got it on video.
I think it was you that scratched me, you fuck.
I told you I was trying to grope you. In the dark, you can't
He,
tell.
he
who
wouldn't
it is.
take no for an offer,
An
an
answer.
answer.
So for the last time, I don't know if everybody knows that we went to St. Luke's and we were doing a ghost hunt thing on, what was that, on Halloween, I believe it
The
was?
day before Halloween.
The day before. No, wasn't it? Was it the day before Halloween or Halloween?
No, it was the day
It
before.
was the
Okay.
day before decorations were still being put up.
And we were up there in the offices, and I can't even remember what the hell we were just waiting, right? Talking shit.
Pretty
no,
much.
we were doing like a little EVP session up
There
there.
we go. And
Oh,
upon
we
that,
talked shit.
I felt that burning sensation. I don't know if you guys ever been scratched like that before.
Oh, you just said burning sensation. I was like,
Well,
you
I'm
might
not
wanna
talking
go to
about
a
when you
doctor
got
for that
fucking
one.
clapper gonorrhea, buddy.
Jesus.
But
Sponsor us?
But that was
Pharmacy.
terrifying for me. There was this one time as well as I don't know. I think I told this story before. Is when I was going out to one of the courtyards, and there's no wind at all in the fucking air, and this fucking swing was just literally moving like somebody was actually in the swing, swinging it, like pushing it back and forth. I went into one of the hallways, and I kind of just set my tools down, and then went and locked the room, and then grabbed my tools and set them in the room, and came back out, and that fucking thing was still moving. Just a steady, like just a good nice pace of it was moving, just back and forth, back and forth.
So would you say it was the pace of someone actually sitting in and enjoying?
It
a
looked
nice
like
night?
it because it actually looked like when I've seen elders sit in that thing and when they move it back and forth, like swinging, like rocking back and forth. That's what it looked like. So
So do you think it's a haunted swing?
could be, dude. Like we
Or
talked
just an
about
elderly
before.
sitting in there
Well,
and they
I
fucking
mean,
biffed
it
and
doesn't
that
have
was
to
it?
be a haunted swing though. It could just be
The area?
that or one of the elders that
No,
died
fuck that. I got my theory. It's a haunted
went
swing.
back, and that's one of the things that they enjoyed while they were there.
That's because that's the area where I think I told you guys a story, and where one of the elders, I guess, had a gun and shot themselves. So
I
it was
do
on
remember
that wing. So
Oh shit! I thought it was on the swing. I was like, "What the fuck?"
no, not on the swing, but the
Okay.
room. I mean, it's in
Okay.
it's in that area where that courtyard is. It's on that side of the building.
Oh, okay. That's crazy, dude. I forgot you had told me that that they brought a gun in the fucking.
That wasn't the
Go
room
bang
that we
himself.
did the investigation in,
Please
was
tell
it?
me it wasn't.
No. See,
God.
that was the west side. This happened on the east side of the building. Yeah, that was freaking creepy.
I'm
It gave
sorry.
me chills.
I just want to see an East Coast West Coast fucking beef with elderly people. Begging bitch.
What is it? Fucking Ali G in the house? East side is the best. West side is the best.
Yeah. It's old people with fucking backwards bandanas. Fuck you, Mabel.
just that. Mabel. Why is it gotta be Mabel? Why does
of-
Mabel this sound
Instead
like
of
an
a
elderly
fucking gun,
name,
it's
doesn't
a
it?
fucking
It really
sprayer.
does.
Mabel and Lois. Hey,
Eliza.
Lois.
I'll knock
that-
that wig off your head.
That and then just the kitchen. Like, I don't know, something about that kitchen's eerie as fuck, too. Just being in there at night when you're locking up. And you're the last one in that fucking kitchen, dude.
Yeah.
It's creepy, dude. It's just creepy. Like we said before, like, you'd go into there in the fucking pantry area, and there would just be shit all on the floor. Like, something went in there and just knocked everything off the racks.
Well, see, that's what I want to do is I want to go back in that pantry, but take the spirit box with.
That'd be good. That'd be a good spot because there's a lot of activity right there in that area. Another time is, I don't know, working at my family's restaurant. They used to own a Mexican restaurant up in Dewey, Arizona.
Oh, shit.
And I don't know, some people used to say that that fucking land that it was built on was like native land.
Yeah.
So at one point, my uncle explained a story to me that one time he was sitting in the bar and like he looked out the window and he swore there was like a native guy he saw just standing outside by this rock, this boulder out there, in like just old style native clothing.
So, like the traditional stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. I had another uncle too that would go in there and he said like he'd be in the restroom, which a lot of people actually said the restroom area, the public restroom in that restaurant, there was a
Right.
lot of activity. Like he said he'd be taking a leak and literally like he would feel something blowing on the back of his neck.
Kinky.
That was just a sideshow Bob.
That was big old
Big Bob.
Big Bob the cattle rustler. But no, when
I
I would
like the way you stand, boy.
when I would close that fucking place down too, though, at night, I would sit in the bar and have a couple beers, and you just feel like, you know.
How many's a couple though?
Well,
You know, I was just 17 beers deep.
that's
That's when the apparition started.
I was on my third 24 pack.
No, never,
I
never.
taken down 2 handles
Literally, a
of
couple
Jim
was
Beam.
actually a couple. You know, like there was this one time I went in there and I would kill all the lights and then just go sit in the bar for a little bit. And I had to take a leak before I left, so I went back to go to the Reza restroom, and all the fucking lights were back on in the fucking restroom.
What the fuck?
Yeah, at that point, I fucking booked it. I didn't even fucking kill the breakers because you're supposed to just kill all the breakers. I left that bitch quick.
Fuck
that
this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Man, because it's just a long walk. That restaurant was kind of big. So, you know, from there, the dining room, and I would have to go through the fucking kitchen, kill the breakers in the kitchen, and then go down the big old fucking long kitchen aisle to the back room and then set the fucking alarm. And you're sitting there just trying to mash buttons to get the fuck out of there.
God damn it, I can't find the right one.
Do you have siblings that work there? Or was it just you?
We'll be back after a quick break.
Are you a huge cunt?
Us too. Wait, can we even say cunt?
Of course! It's empowering these days. Cunt, 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 cunt. I'm Ange Ballastone, aka the drag queen, That Girl Gina.
And I'm Mike Fales, just a normal gay guy, I guess?
And we're the hosts of The Big Cunty Couch.
A gorgeous new talk show podcast where we invite queers and peers to sit, bitch, and be fierce on a huge ass couch.
While we gab about all things gay.
So come get cozy
And cunty.
with us. We're pan for platforms, so find us anywhere online and get listening, sweetie.
Or watching.
Or both.
Otherwise, why the hell am I in full drag?
And we'll see you on the big. Oh, wait, I thought we were going to say that together.
Now, on The Big Cunty Couch. Mwah.
It was, it was me. It was me, family members. I had two cousins that worked there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So then you were just the least favorite.
Yeah, no, because I was the only one
Like,
that
fuck
was.
him.
I was closing that fucking shit down.
If he dies, he dies. Fuck him. I'm a free beer.
Let him get possessed. It'll bring in some business.
You ever seen a man spin his head all the way around while making you tableside guacamole?
You have now.
I mean, as far as that, I really haven't had anything else real terrifying happen to
No,
me. Like,
his head spins all the way around, and he exorcist pukes the guac.
hey, we did make some killer fucking walk there, though.
All right, we'll make it again. I want some.
I can, buddy.
Hell yeah.
One of these days. I mean, as far as that, that's all I really have, man. I don't really have too much fucking terrifying shit going on.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Doofy, it's
I
your
don't know,
turn,
man.
buddy.
I know you got some fucking
Dude,
stories,
I got
dude.
a lot of shit, dude. Since you started off with the St. Luke story, I'm gonna start one off too. The night we got back from St. Luke's, you dropped me off back at home at like 1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
roughly.
it was a late fucking night for us. We were
totally
there
bitched
forever. But I know they gave us a time frame from like it was like, wasn't it like 10 to 12 or
Yeah,
or
and then-
no, like even earlier. What time did we start? Was
I
it?
thought we started at like 8.
Yeah.
We started at 8.
I think we were supposed to be there like 8 to 10 or something, and we got out of that motherfucker like at 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got home like at 1 and I lived maybe like 10 minutes away.
Because
Yeah.
we were all obsessed trying to get in that fucking downstairs area.
We were like
seeing that
fucking
little
bunch
hole.
of fucking tweakers trying to get into
telling
that
you,
fucking.
It was magical. It was just me, narrator, Daddy Fat Sacks, and that weird kid that kept yelling in the background, "There's a ghost!" Like, we know
Did
there's
you
a
hear
ghost. We know. We know it's here. We're trying to find it, and you're scaring it off with your nonsense.
Not only that, or the just weird comments of, "Oh, I love this. This is
Can
so
I get
cool."
on too? But like, dude, no.
Nope.
We got 4 mics and we're not sharing.
One is for El Kukui. All right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He was something because I remember I heard creaking out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he like looks through the cracks like, there's somebody in there. I was like, I swear to God, if I open that door, there's nobody in there. We beefing.
It's a fucking elder stealing fucking snacks, midnight snacks.
Going in for that OJ.
God damn it, Herman.
That delicious savory juice.
I don't know, man. But those Rice Krispie brain trees look fucking delicious.
Not again, Reginald.
Get your trifling ass back to bed. No, you can't have the orange juice. Put it. Slap it out of his hand. Put it back.
We told you no extra maple syrup packets.
Or what
Go
was it when
home.
we were recording that hallway and we turn around? There's just an old dude just sitting there in the fucking. He was just in the dark, and you're like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
Was there?
Yeah,
Who the-
yeah, you're like, "Oh, what's up?" You dapped him up and
Oh, yeah,
shit.
you're like, I haven't seen you
Oh,
in
yes,
forever.
yes,
How you
that's
doing?
when we were doing
I
a
miss
walk.
you. Give me
Yeah,
a
we were
hug.
doing like a walkthrough down the.
Yeah, I was like, I've never had a more fucking shining come to Jesus moment as walking through this fucking haunted hallway where they're like, yeah, there's apparitions, and just seeing the old guy sitting there in the dark. I was like, everybody else sees this, right? I'm not fucking tripping. This isn't a ghost, is it?
Poltergeist.
I can't remember his name.
Feels like Dom or
Reginald.
something like that. You said?
No.
No,
Jerry.
it wasn't him.
I don't know, dude, but he was just fucking chilling there. I was like, I'm not tripping, right?
Ernie was his name, I believe.
Yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
Ernie, sponsor us. Yeah, no, but he was sitting there. I was like, everybody sees this, right? I'm not going crazy. But yeah, when we got back from there, I was walking back to my apartment. It's like upstairs, and I stop and I see a giant fucking javelina. I was like, that's pretty cool. It's just like eating like plants in a neighbor's house. I was like, I don't like them. Fuck them. I'm not gonna stop them.
Go on and get it, Javelina.
And I go inside, and then I was like, fuck, I really gotta use the bathroom. So I go, and I just check, and my lady's asleep, and the fucking cat's like asleep next to her in the room, so I just close the door. I go in the bathroom, I turn the air on, and I turn the light and the extractor on. I was like, this is gonna be a bad one. So I sit down, I'm using the bathroom, and the fucking doorknob, like, it starts like moving down. Like it's not the round one, it's the fucking long ones.
Yeah.
and somebody's like pulling
Totally
it down, and
sex
then they
tape.
let go, and it goes, and it's like just back in place. They keep doing it, so like I get up, pants on my ankles, I fucking throw the door open, and there's nobody there.
Ah!
Yeah, he goes.
I can't hear shit in peace, god damn
He
it!
goes to yell at his lady. You best quit that before I smack
I
you.
swear to God, if it's you, Ken, I'm gonna use you wipe my ass. No, but the door was closed. They were still asleep, and the fucking it did like 2-3 times when the fucking like the doorknob was like someone trying to open it.
Dude, that's a creepy ass shit.
Yeah.
Has anything else happened with that fucking calendar?
Oh, I don't have it anymore. I gave it away.
Oh, you did give it away?
Son of a bitch. Who'd you give
Yeah,
it to?
yeah. I gave it away like right after the fucking cast.
You
but-
should have let me fucking have it for a little while to see if some shit would go down on my
Fucking
place.
you get thrown against the wall or some shit.
I may like it.
He'd get thrown to get against the
Just
wall,
fucking-
pantsed, and
You walk in and your fucking lady's getting pile drived into the ground. She got choke slammed. Holy shit.
So nothing's happened since you gave it away?
No, not I can think of. So I'm thinking that's probably what it was.
that makes sense.
But linking all this shit back, I was talking to my lady the other day, and I told her a story from like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
She's like, that's probably why all this shit happens to you. I was like, yeah, you probably right. So I was maybe like 6 or 7
When
we
you
moved
found
into
all that shit,
What happened?
is it when you found all that shit that you weren't supposed to touch and you did?
Yep. That's
All right,
exactly what it was.
All right, I'll let you. He hasn't heard this story.
So we moved into this property that my stepdad had bought behind the school, and it was maybe like 2 acres, and he got it for a steal. But what we found out later on was it was for a steal because a lady had started paying for it, but she defaulted on the payment. She couldn't finish. It was like this older lady, and she got sick, and she couldn't finish paying it. So my stepdad went and bought it right from under her. And when we moved our little trailer in there, and we were living on like in the middle of the acre and whatnot. And this is still when we were moving shit around, so we were waiting for the light and the electricity and the water to be hooked up and the sewage and all that still. And we went by when it was done, like the first day when we started moving all our stuff in. My mom's like, just go play around in the back and whatnot. So me and my sister, fucking narrator's wife, we're like just playing around and shit, and like right under one of the fucking doors, like the window, like right under the trailer, because you know how it's lifted.
Yeah.
There's a fucking like a pig foot wrapped in red twine, and it seemed like it had like wax sealed off on it. And I pick it up, I was like, "What's this?" And we fucking throw it, and my mom's like, "Don't touch that shit." I was like, "Okay." And then I think maybe like the next day, there's like these white eggs like laid down on the ground, and we're grabbing them, throwing them on the ground, like white powder's coming out of them and shit. Mom's like, "Don't fucking touch any of this shit." And then I guess my mom got freaked out by that point, so we went and we slept over at my sister's house. And when we came back the next morning, there was these fucking like sharp stones, like big fucking stones, like in a circle, and then with like an X made out of like smaller stones, and then the middle was like a giant like white rock. So then my stepdad, when he kicked all the rocks and shit, and I was like, after that, I don't think we had anything after that. But yeah, so I'm assuming it's touching all that shit that probably caused all this.
Some witchcraft shit.
That's probably what it was, dude.
What do they call it in Spanish? Bruja.
Brujeria?
Yeah.
Yep, that's probably what it was.
All that brouhaha.
Brujeria.
Brouhaha.
Fucking
I mean,
witches.
that, and I have another story, but it's not a paranormal one. It was just,
It doesn't have to be, man. Terror.
Is that
horror,
the time that
scary.
you walked in on me at work in the bathroom?
No. Remember, we both walked in with you into the bathroom.
yes, we were willing a part of this. No, we lived at this little trailer park, like really kind of like
Next to a church.
broke. No, there was no church. It was a godless society.
Because Father Jorge on the way home.
Bunch of fucking godless lizard people. But no, we live in this little fucking place. And my mom still lives there, which really worries me. But she's like, no, I don't fuck with anybody. Nobody fucks with me. Like, everybody knows I'm nice and all that. I was like, oh, okay. But, like, 2 trailers down on the opposite side, the fucking FBI did a raid on one of the trailers, and they blew the door down, and they came in with guns and all that shit. So there was the fucking smuggling ring going through there. Like, they had, like, hostages and shit. Like,
The fuck?
they brought out, like, I think it was, like, 3 ladies and, like, 4 like teenage girls out of the fucking thing.
Jesus.
So yeah, they were holding them there the whole fucking time. Those people lived there for maybe like I want to say like 6-7 months. And like right near where my mom lives, that's where they like the people that run drugs through. And they live like right there. So I was like, I'm pretty worried about that. But that was fucking terrifying because I was like, I want to say like 4-hour standoff in the middle of the night. And I was like, I got school the next morning. I was like, y'all need to stop. No, it was the school's work. I had to work the next morning. And they're like, get down, fucking sit in the little drone. I guess they had like a little rolling fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they sent that to surveillance and shit. But it was there. My mom's like, get down on the floor, go lay down in the room. I was like, God damn it. So like that was terrifying because she's like, if they start shooting, like I want you guys close to the ground. I was like, oh, so when they fucking hit us, we don't fall. We don't take extra damage. I get it. Smart.
What is this, real life D&D? We don't take extra damage.
Yeah, fucking roll for initiative, motherfucker. But no, so they pulled the, like I said, they pulled all those fucking people out, and like the cops. So there was only one entrance in, and the cops had blocked everything. Like we had gone to see before, like all the shit got serious, and I was saying there's maybe like 15 or 20 fucking cop cars out there. And this is a trailer park. It's a small trailer park.
This was here?
Yeah.
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 I know exactly where you're talking about.
Yeah. That shit's fucking crazy. But, I think that was it. I don't know. There was one time. Sorry, I'm going wrong.
You actually forgot one.
Which one?
The one that happened to all of us at the fucking apartment when those upstairs neighbors,
Oh, shit, yeah.
they
So-
got fucking raided.
I'll leave that one for you, because I
All
don't
right.
remember it too well.
I got you.
I just got boned down. I don't remember shit. No, but you remember when the fucking was it 2016? I want to say with all those clowns.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, so I was work at the Boys and Girls Club, and they have. I don't know if it's at all of them, but it was at this one, the one I worked at. They had like shatterproof glass,
Yeah.
and then they had like thick metal cages in front of the glass. So I was like, oh, this is like a sketchy neighborhood. Like this is a bad one. But
This is the one that you were a basketball coach.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
remember
the
that.
Yeah,
gym
that's where you got
instructor.
that sweater from.
Yeah, I was the gym instructor, and fuck you. I was the gym instructor there, and then I also ran a couple teams there.
Nice.
But every night I would sweep the fucking gym because all these fucking little kids running around with their dirty ass shoes. I'd sweep the fucking things, and every time I would finish off by like sweeping all the trash to the corner where my office was, and my office had one of those big fucking shatterproof glasses as well. And every time I'd sweep towards there, I'd look up, and every single night without fail, I'd see a little girl run right past me, like right behind me in my reflection. I turn around, there'd be no one there. But it's one of those things where like you feel the presence, but it doesn't feel threatening.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's probably just a little fucking girl that died somewhere around here. So I go and I'm sweeping. But then that changed one night. I had come back from a baseball game. I was coaching the kids, and the director there, she's a fucking asshole. She's like, well, you're gonna wait here until the parents pick up all the kids. I was like, it's 8. Like I clock out at 8. I was like, I just want to go. She's like, well, I gotta go do these errands, and I'll be back in like 2 hours. Like I'm gonna stay here till 10 by myself. It's like, yeah, shut off all the lights and all that. I'm like, all right, whatever. So last kid gets picked up like 9:30, I want to say, and I sweep my gym. But this night I didn't see the little girl, so that's kind of weird. So I go into the fucking supply room, and I shut off all the lights from the gym. I start shutting off the lights from the hallway, and then I shut off the lights from the game room. So then I just head back to the front office by the door, and I'm just sitting there. I was like, all right. Like, I'm just waiting for her to get here so I can fucking take off and whatnot. And she had told me, she's like, I'm going to lock the door from the outside just so nobody comes in. But, you won't be able to get out either because I need to set the alarm and all that. Like, all right, so I'm basically waiting here till this fucking bitch shows up. So I'm sitting in the front 2, like, little chairs by the office. But in that little office, you can see into the gym. There's, like, double doors to get into the gym from there. And So I'm just sitting there on my phone. And I started hearing running on the bleachers. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn my light on. And I'm looking. I was like, what the hell? I was like, ain't nobody in here. I was like, I made sure nobody was in here. So I open up the doors and I do the dumbest thing you possibly could do in this situation. I go into the gym dark with just my light on my phone. Because there's 2 doors at the back of the gym as well. But those are like emergency exits out. I was like, maybe I didn't close them. Maybe there's somebody that came in here. So I check under the bleachers and I walk to the doors and I just fucking kind of like pull on them and push to make sure that they were closed. They were closed. And when I like go to touch the second door, I hear running on the bleachers like hard, like violent, like slamming against like the shatterproof. Then I hear slamming against like my shatterproof glass in my office. Because this is all like my office is inside the gym. It was like, poof, 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 poof. And I was like, oh, hell no, dude. And then I hear like someone yanking on the door from the one I just came in through. It's like, it's sealed off. It's like, nobody's here. I know for a fact nobody's fucking here. So I'm like fucking terrified. I was like, I can't fucking do this. And I fucking like, I run out. And then as I'm running out, I hear something go, like right fucking behind me. And I was like, that wasn't the little girl. I was like, at this point, like, I have that thing where like, remember when we were going up the stairs to St. Luke's, you're like, this feels weird, like something feels off.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Like the whole fucking environment, like, felt like electric and it felt fucking wrong. And like, I don't know, I had a fucking pin in my stomach. So I go and I close the fucking doors. And I'm just sitting there because I can't fucking leave. So I'm just sitting there and the whole time I hear poof, 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 on the inside of the fucking door that just came out of and they're closed. It's like, I'm not going back in there. Like, that's what it fucking wants. And then my boss lady comes in like fucking 3 hours after that. And I was like, she's like, oh, hey. I was like, I need you to. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm gone. I was like, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, I'm not going to stay here. She's like, why? And then as soon as she says, why here on the inside of the door. She's like, what was that? I was like, fuck this. And I got in my car and I left. And I made it maybe like less than a mile. Cause I used to live down by like Green Valley. This was on 36th. So I'm driving down. I make that little Circle K down on the like by the fucking Fry's around here somewhere, and I have to pull over. Like I'm fucking having a mental breakdown. Like I'm crying. Like I can't breathe. And I had to call my sister and my mom, and they went. And they picked me up, and then one of them drove my car back home. And that whole night, that exact night, that's when the fucking the month of fucking every single night. I had sleep paralysis. And so the last night I saw a weird sleep paralysis demon. But that's another story for a different day. But that night started off the fucking whole month worth of fucking sleep paralysis every single night.
That's terrible. That sleep paralysis is crazy. I used to get that shit a lot.
Do you have time for that sleep paralysis story?
I used to get it bad to where, like, I know like something's fucking there.
Yeah.
Like at one point I remember... this is a long time ago. I woke up and I'm just like, fuck, something's coming. And I fucking heard like shit like walking down the hallway.
It was me.
And then I just felt something like tug on the side of my fucking blanket.
Yeah.
And was like pulling it.
Yeah.
And then I heard like this little laugh. And then I was just like, fuck. I just like trying so hard to fucking move. But I couldn't move. Oh, I hated that shit. I mean, I had to get that shit quite frequently.
Yeah, so my fucking sleep paralysis was... So for context, this was at my mom's house. So she has, like, the kitchen, the living room's off to one side of the house.
Yeah.
And it's like a long, narrow hallway. And then at the end of the hallway is her room, and right next to her room is the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And my room was located right in the middle of the hallway off to the side. So I would sleep there and my door wouldn't close. I don't know why the fuck. It was a bit weird. So I'd always sleep with my door open. And after that night, that night, I fell asleep and I woke up. I think it would be around the same time every single morning. It'd be like 2:45, 2:50 around there. Not quite 3.
Close enough.
Yeah. But for every single night, I would wake up off to the side, like looking off to the side. And there'd be this tall, like, lanky, gross-looking woman with, like, dark, stringy hair. And, like, she started, like, hobbling. It wasn't walking. It was, like, side to side, kind of, like, hobbling towards my bed. And I close my eyes and I do a prayer. And then I black out. And then I'd wake up the next fucking morning feeling like shit, dude. I fucking wouldn't get rest. I felt tired.
Oh, yeah.
But on the last night, I think it was like the 30th or 31st of that fucking month. That was when shit got real. I fell asleep on my back, but I woke up with sleep paralysis on my side. So, not on my side, I was on my stomach facing the door. So, if you can imagine that, my stomach facing the door, so I can't really like
So
turn
you
around.
were face down, ass up.
Pretty much.
Did you get anal rape?
No. So this night I was like, all right, here comes that old bitch. Like, let's fucking
Let's get it over with. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but
how you feel.
that wasn't it this time. This time I was facing the fucking hallway, like my door was open facing the hallway, and I hear like doot 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 like walking, and then I see something dart from one side of my door to the other side of the door. Now I can't really make out what it was, but it was tall and it had a tail. So I was like, what the fuck? And then it started going and it started slowing down, so I started getting more of a look for it. And I tried closing my eyes and doing the prayer thing, but I didn't black out that time. I just woke back up in the exact same thing. And it started stopping, and then it eventually stopped at the front of the door and it started like walking close, but it was weird, dude. I can't describe it. It was like long arms, it was like thin, a tail, it had a big head for some reason. It was an alcohol fetal syndrome baby, but it would walk and it like chains rattling and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Until eventually, like, I just fucking closed my eyes and I was crying, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up the next morning. And I told my mom, and my mom was like, "Oh, well, you have to pray." I was like, "The fuck you think I'm doing?"
Nah,
so-
it's crazy how you say, because you just get so used to it when it just starts happening.
Yeah.
Think about it though.
it's-
You can't move and you're seeing shit that you normally can't see.
Yeah.
Is sleep paralysis a form of like out of body experience where you slip into that plane where you can see spirits?
I don't know about. All I knew was I was about to start learning how to astral project, and me and my body were gonna kick the shit out of that thing.
It just
Hold 'em down.
Those things suck so bad because you just feel vulnerable. You can't do shit.
Yeah, like you're fucking
It's
trapped,
just,
dude.
you're just sitting there, and like you said, you just fuck it. You get so used to it.
I mean,
You're like,
victimized
just
by
here
a
we go.
reindeer person and a fucking old raggedy hoe.
You just lay there and just like this fucking, all right, let's get this shit over with.
yeah,
Fucking,
like I know what the fuck's coming. It's
Yeah.
like I can't move. It's like I'm fucking
Yeah,
feeling
that's-
terrified. It's like I
See,
know.
at least you're lucky though. You had the same thing. A lot of people that have it, it's different.
But did you
I wish
ever
it would have
get-
been different every
people.
night.
Did you
'cause
ever get those? Like, was it like a long day for you when you would get those? Like, you're saying you worked hard that day, or you're just so tired. Like,
what I think it was, like that first night, like I said, I was fucking emotionally drained, dude. Like I couldn't fucking, like I felt exhausted. Like I got home, I showered.
Yeah.
I didn't even eat that night. I just went and laid down in my bed and I was out. But like I said, I felt like I wasn't recharging that night. Like I was fucking tired, exhausted, and then on top of the sleep fucking paralysis, it was causing like I couldn't rest. So I'd wake up the next day with fucking anxiety, depression. That was like the worst fucking month of my life, dude. Like I was fucking like I felt trapped. Like I can't do shit. Like I can't even fucking relax when I'm home because
It
I
is
know
just-
this shit's coming.
to the point where sometimes you don't want to go to sleep. You just try to stay up because you're
Yeah,
like, I'm not
I
dealing
had
with this
talked
shit
to my
tonight.
sister about that. I was like, I was
not going to
very
sleep.
close to fucking offing myself. I was
Yeah.
like, that was the only thing I thought about. Like, that's gonna get me out of this. But yeah, no, that was crazy because after that night, I don't remember. I think I slept on the couch, and my mom she's like waited with me until I fall asleep. Which fucking mad props. I know that sounds fucking cheesy as shit, but that was like she like prayed over me. She's like, go to sleep. I'll be here. And I woke up in my life, fucking bitch wasn't there, but no, but that's like when it ended. After that one night, my mom got like real serious about it. She's like, you got to start praying. And then I believe in the mornings I would go out and sit with her and have coffee before like I had to start doing anything.
Yeah.
And she'd have like her fucking worship music on and we'd be talking outside. I think that helped a lot.
Did it? That's good.
I think so, but
I
that
know.
that was by far the worst month of my life.
I know. I had that shit, and that shit lasted for a while. I haven't had one of those, but
Yeah,
in
I know. I
ages,
think
though.
what
Like, it's
what
just-
made me so vulnerable to that shit was just being exhausted all the time. Mm-hmm. Like I couldn't fucking think straight, dude. I was like, I can't fucking do shit. Like it.
Yeah, but I think that's its intended point.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like it's always gonna happen when you're your weakest. Like I'm not super religious, but my mom is, and she's always talked to me about that too. She's like, the enemy's always gonna want to attack you when you're at your lowest point. Like when you feel like life's just fucking beating the shit out of you, give them that fucking 2-piece combo with the biscuit on
That's
the side.
crazy. See, I would see like a shadow thing, and then I would just mostly hear and feel shit like something's pulling on my fucking
Nuts.
blankets or that too.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing the only time I ever
God
had.
damn it, dude. You keep saying shit, and I keep getting more fucking stories, but I know we have a limit.
I mean, we can do a part 2 to this, so you're good.
Okay.
Because I know, like, the only time I've ever had something like that happen was at my parents' house. Like, not sleep paralysis, but hear shit or, like, feel shit, like, trying to get a hold of me or contact me or fucking caress me. I don't know.
Caress you.
Try to caress you down?
No, so my
Maybe
parents'
your Robin
house, they have an antique room with shit. I have like old school war cutlasses. I have a fucking old, I think it's like a World War II rifle that belongs to me.
He has Benito Mussolini's skull.
Yeah, but there's just shit from everywhere. And I think that contributes to it. Like one of the times I was laying in bed and I'm about to fall into that deep sleep and I just hear my name whispered in my ear and I fucking, like, I can feel the breath in my ear. So I like startle awake and I'm looking around and then I'm like, wait a minute, who in the fuck could have got in my room? Because the way it was, I had my door here and it swung open that way. And I had a dresser on the wall right here. And at night, I'd open my dresser drawer so the door could only open about 1.5 inches and then it'd stop. And when I got up and looked, it was still that way. So I don't know what the hell it was. But then shortly after that, which makes me partly think it was something up to no good, I remember hearing, like, I woke up to this meowing.
Oh, hell no.
And it wasn't, you know, just like a regular cat meow. This was like angry, pissed off, and it just kept getting louder and louder and louder. And I was up at like 3:34 in the morning, and I remember I'm just like, what the fuck? Like this creepy meow. It sounded like it was about to be inside my room, and I hit the power button on my remote to turn the TV on to give me some light. And as soon as I pressed the button down before the click, before anything, it just stopped.
What the hell?
The hell?
And my parents didn't own cats. My dad hated fucking
Dude,
cats.
I was
up
about
until
to
he
make
got his
that
cancer.
joke. You were like, I heard meowing, and then I realized, wait, we ain't got a fucking cat?
Yeah, no, there was no
Nope.
cats. So I mean, there was that. We
You're
had
like, it
seen
was like it was angry meowing. Like, have you ever seen the musical Cats?
no. So it was like it was like a cat that wanted your attention, but at the same time was like
Meow.
meowing at something that was like in its territory. Like you need to
I'm
get
sorry,
the fuck
but
back.
how freaky would that be instead of like the angry meowing? If it just
Meow.
goes, meow,
I mean, I would have freaked out even more.
meow.
But
Come here,
No.
narrator, meow.
I mean, there was that. There was
Hold on. Didn't you have a story? I'm sorry, I don't mean to like interrupt you and all that shit. But
You're good.
Didn't you have the story about the devil or some shit?
Yes, I believe I saw something that was either the devil or
Throw
a
that shit out
demon
there,
of
dude.
some sort.
Fucking
So-
throw that one out, because that one always gives me fucking chills. Like, I think you told me like 2-3 times already, and that shit fucking like chills down in my fucking butthole.
So this house is actually on Hildreth Road. I don't know if Daddy Fatsex, you know where that is, over by Pister Middle School,
I do not.
kind of by the Safeway
No.
on Valencia and like Cardinal.
No.
So it's in that area. And the house that I lived in and my cousin lived in, we always had weird shit happening and just like freaky shit. And
Like Rick James freaky shit.
no, like one time my cousin was walking, so it was his bedroom, a long ass hallway, a bathroom on the right, a back door on the left, and then into the kitchen. And he was walking from his bedroom because he had like some crazy ass dream, which unfortunately in these houses, you never had a fucking peaceful dream. And he's going, trying to make it to his parents' room. As he's passing the bathroom, he sees red eyes. He blacks out and wakes up in the bathtub the next morning.
Oh, he got roofied.
Damn.
So I'm sitting at my house, and the way my house was, it was my bedroom, then it had a long hallway. It was the bathroom on the left, into the kitchen, and then there was like a little 3-step down to the living room. And the front door was directly in front of the steps. And if you went back towards the direction of my bedroom, but in that separate area was my parents'. And I remember I had just had another fucking nightmare where my mom had like killed me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, every dream I had in there was my mom, but she was like a fucking demon. It was intense. And
She's wearing a kiss shirt.
I woke up and there was like intense thunderstorms. Like the thunder woke me the fuck up. So I'm just panicking. So I book it past the bathroom because I always got fucking just that hallway creep vibes of a long hallway. And I'm running and I don't even go to the stairs. There was like a little cutout before the stairs where you could see into the living room. I said, fuck it. I jumped through there and then I run into my parents' room and they're nowhere to be found. And, it's just lightning and thunder and just getting worse and worse. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And as I'm sitting there, all of a sudden I see this little, you can call it the stereotypical like triangle tail.
Oh, no.
And I just see it doing fucking this at the edge of the bed. I couldn't see what it was attached to, just that. And then it would disappear and I'd hear like these little, almost think of a dog with uncut nails
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. That gave me fucking chills. I don't
going
like that.
under the bed. And I just hear that and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I hear it stops. So I take the blankets off and I look and it's on the left side of the bed. And then it disappears. I hear that move really fast and then it's on the right side of the bed. And then it disappears and I hear the nails and then it stops. And at that point, I just put the cover on my head. Like I'm panicking. I'm
How
like,
old
what
were
the
you
fuck
when
is
this
going
happened?
on? I was in, I think like 3rd grade.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
it's
That's terrifying.
terrible. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have given me fucking... I would have gone crazy.
Well, and then, I knew I wasn't asleep because as I'm sitting there, so finally I just start screaming, like calling out for my mom and dad. And finally I hear a loud ass bang and it's from the wind slamming the door. I guess they had went outside to get the clothes because we had a clothesline.
Yeah.
And they went to get the clothes and they had just gotten back in and they had heard me yelling. So they came to see what was up and I explained it. And yeah, that house was just a very terrible fucking place.
They don't live in that house now, right? That's a
No.
okay.
Now it's over by kind of casinos, but even this house with everything, like my mom has seen something. Well, she thought it was my dad, and their house, they have like the living room, the kitchen, the antique room, and the office, and you can go in a circle around them. And it was doing that, and she kept following. She's like, hey, what are you doing? And it rounds the corner into the antique room to go to the office. And when you're in the kitchen, there's the dining room and the back door. Well, as it rounds the corner, my dad comes in the back door.
Dude, what the fuck?
I mean,
Like the way my fucking brain set up is like I'm always looking for the next thing to make a joke about. Like be funny. Like, oh, if I'm making jokes, like it won't bother me as much. Because when you were telling that story, I remember my stepdad told me a story too. He's like, but my stepdad is like bipolar and schizophrenic and shit. So he's like, I had a dream that the devil like grabbed me by my throat and he was like pulling me and shit. And he told me, it was the devil. I was like, did he bet you a fiddle of gold against your soul that he thinks he's better than you? And he's like, no. And then he woke up the fucking next day after having that dream. And he had like fucking like somebody grabbed him from his throat. I was like, what the fuck? And then your wife too, she had the same dream, but it was pulling from her legs. And she woke up the next day with scratch marks on the back of her legs.
damn.
So I always thought that was goofy and shit, like always making jokes of like the devil and all that shit until you told me your story. And I was like, man, fuck that, man.
Yeah, that place and even his house was terrifying. And later we found out that before, like we couldn't find out much history on mine, but his, before he had moved in, there had been like 2 murders and 2 double suicides in that house.
Damn.
Jesus.
What the hell?
Who were they renting to before, you fucking corny love?
Must have been shit.
Jesus.
But
You know what I would like to do for one of these episodes?
What's up?
I would like to have Mama Narrator come on. Because she's got some crazy shit. Like from what you've told me, she's got some wild ass stories, dude.
Oh shit, dude! My mom can go into her time at Mission Manor. There was a time where she lived by herself in the Ouija board house, and she went outside and there was like a fucking crow, but it was
Brandon Lee?
It was 5 times the normal size.
So Brandon Lee?
No, like, well, his size, but picture an actual crow being his size.
Dude, what the fuck? What did your mom?
And it was sitting on the telephone pole. I think it was
Squawk.
like midnight, early in the morning. It was just like, no, it didn't do anything.
No, you gotta make that voice deeper. Oh.
No, it didn't make any sound. It just stared and watched her take out her trash and watched her like a hawk go back
This
in.
was here, right? It's where was this house located?
This one, I'm not sure. The other one was Mission Manor at the base of a mountain.
Because if it was on the res, I'm calling Skinwalker on that.
Well, no, and then she used to on in the Mission Manor in the backyard. Part of their backyard was like a mountain,
Yeah.
and they would see. They would go out and play, and they would see something peek out from behind a tree, and then just stand there. And it was always in like a long coat and a hat, but you could never see its face. Its face was always like blacked out.
Dude, I'm telling you, we have to get fucking Mama Narrator on.
Yeah, I'll see if she'll tell a story or two.
Yeah, do you see if we can get her maybe like next week? I'll be like, Mom, like I know you don't speak English, but come down, I'll translate. Cause she's got some wild shit, dude. She lived in fucking like Mexico.
Yeah.
And I've told like wasn't my first time on the podcast. Like when I think this was before I joined full time.
Yeah, it was kind of when you were tinkering with the idea.
Yeah, I told like 2 or 3 of her stories and shit.
Yeah,
And
I
those
remember.
were fucking insane, dude. Go back and listen to them.
Yeah, they're pretty good, pretty damn good.
Yeah,
But
she's got fucking shapeshifters, fucking witches selling their children into like fucking child sex trafficking.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit, dude. But I know she has a lot more stories, but she's more hesitant to like talk about it.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna go see her tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can pry some stories out of her for next week.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
Hey,
then,
how about some of them ribs too?
She said no. She said no for your trifling ass.
Well, my final story will be the time I almost got killed.
Oh damn.
Well, one of the times. I should have been dead like 3 times over now, but Mission and Ajo, you know that area?
Yeah.
So where the Food City is.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend that lived right past the Food City heading east. You end up going to the road and it's like Circle B or some shit. And this was back in high school. It was myself, him, and my cousin. And we were weird, man. We would go and like at midnight, walk to the Food City, get a 3-liter. Yes, they have 3 liters. Get like a bag of Doritos and fucking hard shell for the ice cream. Like that weird shit that you put on and it gets hard and then tied to your sex tape. And, you know, we would do stupid shit as high school kids. So we were like fucking waving and telling every car that would pass hi. And we and we do it one last time. And we turn down his road and all of a sudden we hear a car like punching it. So we're like, okay, get the fuck out of the road. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. And all of a sudden you just hear them slam on their brakes and they pull up maybe 30 feet in front of us. And you see them get out and they immediately go for the waistband, pull out guns, and we're like, what the fuck is this? So we see that and book it down an alley and, you know, you just hear a couple shots going off and then you still hear them running after us. So we ended up running, I think it's like a half mile down the road, there's a Circle K. And we ended up running in there, jumping the fucking like 6-foot brick fence, running inside the Circle K and like sitting there for half an hour, 45 minutes until we felt like, okay, they're done looking for us. They're gone. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But yeah, we end up after that finally getting to go home. And that was the first night in forever that we didn't go out like exploring the ditch behind Food City and shit.
God damn.
Dude. That's
Yeah.
fucking
That's fucking scary
it's too
as
much,
fuck,
man.
dude.
Too much.
Yeah, we learned people in Arizona apparently don't like when you wave high.
Oh yeah, they're all meth heads. That's why. And I say it with the deepest esteem because I was born and raised here, but you got some fucked up meth heads here.
Just got some fucked up ass people here in general. Shit.
Oh yeah. So I think that puts a nice little bow on it. Till next time. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. We can't do what we do without you.
We love you.
Maybe a little too much.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys.
All right, until next week.